Hey guys, it's Greg Jones with Engine Builder. We are here at Sick Week 2023. It is day 4. We're at Gainesville Raceway, and today I'm joined by Jerry Sweet. And behind us is his 1976 Chevy Nova with a 632 cubic inch big block Chevy, and it's our Engine of the Week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pen Grade 1, L-Ring DOS Original, and NPW.
Jerry,
hey,
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for giving us some
fan
time
of the
today.
show,
Yeah,
yeah.
I appreciate it.
Show.
Yeah, and I appreciate you watching our
Yeah.
stuff. And now you get to be on one.
Great. No, we'll see what we can do.
So hey, we noticed the Nova throughout this week. You know, it sounds real mean out there on the track. And you know, come to find out, you got a naturally aspirated 632 big block Chevy. So we'd love to know more about it. If you could, walk us through some of the car and engine setups.
First of all, I love your guys' show. You do a great job. I learned a lot of things watching different episodes and that kind of thing. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's a standard big block Chevy, standard bore space. It's a 10200 deck. Of course, it's got a Cali's crank, a little stroke to that with some Alvarez JE pistons.
Okay.
We're running the Brodex SR20 heads with the T&D shaft mounted rockers on it. So it's a pretty nice little setup.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. How about some of the other valve train components in there outside of the T&D rockers?
Sure, we've got the Isky lifters. You know, the Bush Isky lifters are working really nice for us. This car's we'll have 4,000 miles on it at the end of the week. We've literally done very minimal standard maintenance to it only. I mean, we've checked things, but haven't had to replace any major components. We got a custom ground top cam in it that's done real nice for us. And then, you know, carburation-wise, the ADP stepped up. We had some issues with some smaller CFM carburetors. And man, this big 632 loves a big carburetor. So this is a 1650 Pro Stock style carburetor, works great.
Nice, that's awesome. Now, you mentioned the Brodex heads. Is the block also Brodex?
No, it is a standard dart block.
Okay.
So it's a standard tall deck dart block. So it's got the, you know, obviously a belt drive on the system, belt drive system on it. And we're using the MSD stuff to fire everything off. So MSD does a great job with the power grid, that kind of thing. So.
Yeah, that's excellent. Now, out there on the track, you know, what kind of times are you guys getting out of the 632?
So this week has been great for us. We've done some personal bests. So we're running quicker than 850, which put us here in the old quarantine section, which we're really happy to do.
Yeah.
So we've been running, we have 846 as our best so far. Of course, the air was a little bit rough today, so we slowed down at 852. We've had 846, 847, 852, 853, so we're real happy.
Yeah, you guys have been a nice little sweet spot there.
Yeah,
right?
we found a nice sweet spot. It's like a bracket car, you know, but we're excited. This is a great event, and you know, for people that haven't done them, get out here and do it. It's a blast. I do it with my family. My son does the driving. We got another car we do it with, but it's just a great time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, you just talked about, you know, it being pretty solid out there on the track, running right in the mid-8 section. How about on the street? How does this Nova perform?
You know, going down the road, it's really great. I mean, we can run down the highway 55, 60 miles an hour with a gear vendor going. We've got a gear vendor overdriving the thing. It runs nice and sweet down the highway, pretty cool. And when we're running the city streets and the stop and go traffic that we've had this week especially, this thing runs like 155, 160. It stays nice and cool. Everybody told me I couldn't do it with this big a motor, but we've had great luck with this thing. It's just a nice solid piece.
That's great. Now, 632 cubic inches, how much horsepower are you getting out of it?
We're a little bit over 1,100 horsepower with it. That's without the vacuum pump on it. We can hit that Star Machine vacuum pump and make a little bit more. But we've learned some things that, you know, that's day 5 stuff. We start throwing more timing at this thing and take some vacuum out of it. We got to live to day 5, and then we'll throw everything with the kitchen sink at this thing after our first pass. Yeah.
And how about the Nova itself? You said it's a 76. Any background to how you got the car?
Yeah, this is an amazing story, and I don't know how much time we have for this one, but the car's been in our family for a long, long time. Because actually, my folks bought it for my grandma back in the day, and then when I turned 16, it became my car. It had a straight 6 in it with a Landau top. It was about the ugliest thing you've ever seen. The first thing I did to it was, of course, put a small block Chevy in it, and then my dad and I started campaigning it. He and I raced together nonstop for years. Put one with a small block, to a big block and did a lot of things with it. We back halved it. We did a bunch of stuff to the front end. Then unfortunately I lost my dad to a very medical condition, lost him too early. And then of course I had kids, and my wife and I were raising kids and doing a family, so we kind of got out of the whole racing scene for a while. And I sold the car, believe it or not. And oddly enough, it made it through a couple different hands, and it ended up in a farmer had it that was about 20 miles down the road from where we live. And I stopped into his house one day and I said, hey, if you ever decide to sell that car, give me a call. And you know how that story always goes. I gave him my business card, knowing that I'd never hear from him. 4 or 5 years go by. I get a phone call, and the guy calls and said, hey, this is the farmer, got your purple car. He goes, hurt my back, I'm gonna sell it. I said, well, how much do you want for it? And he gave me a number, and I said, I looked up and I looked at my dad and I said, sir, thank you for the offer, but if I give you that much money for this thing, my dad will come down and kill him. I can't do it, but thank you very much, I appreciate it. Oddly enough, it was right near my wife and I's 50th birthday in December. So we go out to dinner, the family. It was weird because usually I always have birthday parties at the house. We went out that day, come back home, hit the garage door opener, and my kids and my mother had bought the car back from the guy. Is in the garage, hit the garage door opener, and there it was.
That's awesome.
It has been the most expensive 50th birthday present my wife and I have ever gotten.
Yeah.
So, but it's been a
But here
blast.
you are using it, putting it to good use,
Absolutely.
letting it enjoy the track and the street.
And,
So
and
that's
we're
awesome.
having a great time. Great
Yeah.
people out here. I can tell you, we used to do a lot of bracket racing. We did a lot of different things. And I've been with pro teams and that kind of thing. This is the best. Everybody's here to help everybody. And if they're not invited back in the mean sense. I mean, this is just a great family event that everybody has a lot of fun at. If you need a nut, a bolt, a spark plug, a harmonic balancer, you name it, a water pump, somebody will find it and bring it to you so you can keep going. They'll take it off their car to get you a pass so you can keep going. It's so great that way.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Good vibes all week long, no matter what's going
It's
on.
awesome.
Yep,
It's awesome.
for sure. Well, Jerry, thanks so much for the time. Thanks for telling us about this Nova and the awesome big block Chevy engine you got. And we wish you the best of luck going forward the rest of this week.
Thank you.
Guys, we appreciate you watching this episode of Engine of the Week. And make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more engine content, and follow us across social media. We'll see you guys on the next episode.